Bum ba-dum bum ba.
Woo! Why, hello everybody that's out there on YouTube. It's your boy Maxwell coming at you with another video review. And in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers Generations War for Cybertron Kingdom Titan class, the Ark. One of the most anticipated figures from the War for Cybertron line. And here we are, and there he is, and usually we'd start off by taking a look at the packaging, but I do not possess his original packaging because, you know, move and whatnot. But I have his instructions here. Here we got his instructions and the little Optimus Prime. I'll showcase that here in a little bit further into the review, but don't be expecting him out of the little packaging. I don't want to lose him, so hooray for that. So, moving right along, here we have Titan class, the Ark. As I stated earlier, one of the most anticipated figures from the Kingdom line. Now, not only do we have the Ark here, but we've also got his little companion, Autobot Mainframe, who we will be talking about here in a little bit. So, to get started here, let's take a little bit of a closer look here at the Ark. We got a lot of little bits of battle damage here. We got a nice translucent cockpit here. That's done in a translucent orange. You can see the inside of the command center kind of a little bit in there. Got like lots of nice turreting detail. You got this other secondary command console thing here. And yeah, all around lots of nice molded details. Big Autobot signs. And here we got the back side, where you've got his thruster pieces that are done with a nice blue color. Here we have the underside. We can see I have, oh, here we go. Oh, that's not going to work too well either. Let's raise up the camera here a little bit so we can take a look at the underside of the Ark. Lots of nice molded detail still continuing on throughout the figure. Gotta say, I really appreciate that. So yeah, this guy's really big. Like, standing him up, he's taller than what my camera currently is at. I mean, you take a look. Huge, huge. And for the sake of a size comparison, just kind of when he's upright like this, and we'll back the camera up here a little bit so you can see. I don't have him transformed, but next to Titan class Omega Supreme, and you can see he's literally just a hair shy of being shorter than Omega Supreme. So there you go with that. Now the nice thing and the cool thing is, in his giant shuttle and spaceship form, better come back down. There are a lot of nice added playability features to it. This whole top section, granted, of course, that's more for transformation purposes and stuff, opens up and reveals a command console, which we'll be showcasing that when we pull Mainframe out of there. But another cool thing is when you turn it around to this back side here, you've got this gray tab button here that opens up a ramp. And now if you got, like, say for example, your core class Autobots and stuff, that's kind of what it was designed for. Or if you're someone like me who happens to have little cop down here nearby, you can just kind of have him kind of, you know, roll out from there, which is pretty cool. And yeah, it just kind of opens up. There's not a whole lot of detailing on here other than a little bit for the hydraulics for the actual ramp and stuff. And little bit of ramp detailing too. And that just closes up and locks into place. And yeah, all around pretty cool. As for accessories, as I stated, he comes not only with that tiny little Optimus Prime, which is really, really tiny. I really don't want to have to open him. But he also comes with his own specialized blast effects. They are done in a weird blue. These are a lot softer of a rubber-like than in comparison to some of the other blast effects that I own. But if you so desire, what you can do with these is, if you take them apart, because they come apart into 3 sections here, what I would sometimes do is take like your big blast effects, and all of these are blast effect compatible. You take your big ones, you stick them on the outermost parts, and then you take these inner ones and you stick them right in the middle. That's an option. Otherwise, you can also have them be the big ones, and if you're good at like stop motion or something like that, you can make it look like they're all going off simultaneously if you so desire. So yeah, that's pretty cool. That's a nice added feature. I personally don't care for the blast effects. I'm keeping them just for the sake of keeping the arc complete. Otherwise, they serve no purpose to me. But hey, it comes down to this statement of to each his own. Can't argue with that, right? Right. So we're going to take these guys and we're going to throw them off to the side. And yeah. Yeah, not a whole lot more to talk about with the arc in his arc mode. Is pretty cool and pretty impressive. So with that being all said and being the case, then let's get down to his transformation. Transformation for this guy is fairly straightforward, fairly simple, but interesting and unique in its execution. For starters, you're going to want to come to underneath the ship here, and you want to undo these little tabs here, otherwise they're just going to pop off. And from there, you want to take this nose cone section and bring that down, and that's going to reveal his head. Nice big head there. And then we're going to take all this and open it up. And from there, we're going to grab Mainframe here. We're going to take him and we're going to put him off to the side. We'll come back around to talking about him after we get done with the primary section of this review, that being the arc. Taking him, putting him off to the side. From there, what we're going to want to do is we're going to take these sections here that are on this gray panel, flip them around, and take this whole gray panel, bring it in. From there, we're going to take these pieces here that we untabbed earlier. They got a couple different hinges on them. We're going to collapse them in like so, and collapse them in like so. While we're at it as well, we're going to open up this panel here on his leg, take the secondary command console and flip it in, close it up, and voila. There you got that all nice and cleaned up. Okay, what are we going to do from here? You know what, we're going to finish his legs and then we'll finish working on his upper body. So with his legs, you are going to, actually, no, we're going to have to work on his upper body a little bit more. So from here, you want to take these side sections of the ship and bring them up, and you've got these little clip tabs here that are going to go into his shoulder. So bring that up and then you'll hear a click. Light click. Louder for me than it is for you guys. And bring this out, and that will thump into place. Do the same on the other side. Bring that up. Click. Whoop. thump that into place. From there, take this whole chest section and bring that down, and that will lock into place like there, right? We're going to stand him up, finish taking the nose cone, fold in his landing gear. Whoops, almost completely spaced that. And from there, you got this tab right here that's going to go into this slot here. It's going to go over this tab here, and that will collapse all that up into like so. And now we've got the arc looking like a shaman of sorts. Shaman arc. Shaman arc. Anyway, moving along, we're going to finish off with the lower body now and then finish the upper body. From here, we're going to take the waist and we're going to turn it 180. That's on a very big solid ratchet. Whew. And we're going to take the legs, we're going to separate them, extend it, bring it down, rotate it, and underneath here, we got where his foot is at, flip out his foot. Same on the other side, extend, rotate, bring down, flip out his foot. And there we go, there we got his lower body all said and done. And you cannot see what I'll be doing for the upper body, so raising up the camera, raising up the camera. Hey, look! There's his upper body. Okay, so from here, we want to take his shoulders, rotate them on a heavy ratchet, bring these sections down and out, rotate, and actually we want to grab out his hands and bring those out and rotate them and orient them how you want them. Bring that down like so. Same with the other, same as the other on the other side. I'm gonna rotate that, bring that down, rotate, hand, rotate that, orient the hand how you want it, and there you go. There you got the arc in his robot mode, and he is looking very good and very nice. He is a big and beefy and big and beefy figure, much like what Omega Supreme was. He's impressive, very massive and very impressive. Now, if you also wanted to, technically speaking, you didn't have to take Autobot Mainframe out from his chest. He could have stayed in. For the sake of simplicity, I took him out. So, let's get in close here so we can take a look at the details. There we've got his head. We kind of started taking a look at that. Yeah, we're gonna turn that on the light. There we go. We can get a better look at him. Nice silver painting for his face. Very nice Autobot-like design on the head. Much in reference to, from my understanding of the extended media and stuff like that, in reference to the last Autobot, which is pretty cool. A lot of some of that nice heat scorching marks on him. Coming down. There we got his big old arms. Got a nice big old Autobot symbol tampographed on there. And coming down his thighs. And his big old legs, big old feet. And yeah, just all around, he's really cool, very nice figure. Now, our articulation for this guy. The head does rotate. It can do a full 360, but he cannot look up or down. Arms, as we discovered earlier, are on a ratchet for full 360-degree rotation. Hoy, that's loud. Arms can go out that far. They can rotate. There is a bicep rotation on a heavy ratchet, as you can hear. Elbows are on a ratchet. Lots of ratchets on this guy. Almost makes me think of the Cybertron line. Potentially one of my next Titan class figures, hopefully, maybe. Metroplex, maybe. From there, wrists rotate on a heavy ratchet, and hands open, and all these fingers are just one solid piece, and the thumb moves in and out like that. Yes, I know DNA Design has an upgrade kit for this guy. If they sold the hand and a couple of the filler pieces separately from the entire set, I would consider getting it. But I don't see the point behind certain filler pieces because I mostly have him displayed in his robot mode. So, and that fully articulated hands would be nice, but oh well. Waist is on, heavy ratchet. Legs can go forward that far. They can go back that far. Got nice big kicks there. Legs can go out that far. You get the whole full splits and then some. You do have thigh rotation on a ratchet. Oh, no, wrong one. Knees can turn well over 90 degrees, mostly due to transformation. And you do have a slight amount of ankle tiltage. So, there you go. And for the sake of a couple quick size comparisons, here he is next to Omega Supreme, both of them in their robot modes. And as you can see, they're not pretty close together at about the same height. The Arc is just a hair taller at the head. But if you're counting the wings, then Omega Supreme is taller, but at the head, yeah, the Arc is just a tad bit on the taller side. So there you go, that. Here he is next to Combiner Wars Titan class Devastator. You can get a sense of scale that way. And then just simply for the sake of some mainline comparison, so that way you have a better idea as to how he stacks. Here he is next to Voyager class, Siege, Optimus Prime, so you can get a sense of scale that wise. Truly is a big boy. Here he is next to Core class, Optimus Prime, and yeah, he's really tiny, like literally. The Arc can hold him in his hand. If I brought Megatron over, we could definitely have him be doing that. There you got that. And for the sake of one last Optimus Prime comparison, and hopefully will be one of my next reviews, here he is next to the Make Toys Cross Dimensions 01 Striker Manus. Oh, such a great Optimus Prime figure, in my personal opinion. Although, you know what? We'll do that comparison when I do that review. So, but yeah, there you go, and there you got that. So, that's enough about the Arc. Let's move on to his little buddy companion. Woo! Yep. And here we have Autobot Mainframe in his configuration for being in the Arc's chest. Nothing too overly fancy about that. The nice cool thing about this guy, as many of you guys know and are aware by the time of this recording and releasing of this video, this guy has a couple different alternate modes. We're going to go from here, from this mode, into one of his coolest mode, and then from there into his robot mode. So, transform him. You'll want to unclip tab this tab from this this slot. You want to take his arms and bring them up, and you want to keep his chest all tabbed together like that. From there, you want to open up this section here and this section here to reveal what? Computer consoles? Could it be? Yes, it's Teletran 1. We all know that. From there, we want to rotate his biceps and move this panel piece so that way it will tab in with this tab going into here and this tab going into here. So, that all tabbed in together like so. And we'll quick do that on the other side. Rotate that, open up his arm panel here, get that all tabbed in, although that was not supposed to happen. So get that all tabbed in. There we go. And the golden discs fell out. And we're just going to quick put those back in, and we'll get into talking more about those here in a little bit. So that's all still... Okay, you know what? Fine. You know what? You're going to be like that? Fine. We're going to take you guys and put you off to the side. Sorry. What was I doing? From there, we want to take these panels that are on his legs, untab them and bring them out, and bring this little panel here up and out. Do the same on this other side. Like that, bring that out, flip that up. And from there, we want to turn his feet in like so. We're going to tab these all together, and we're going to bend his knees. Get this all kind of just various different tabs and slots, specifically like these tabs going right into his knees. So we're just going to do that. That all together on both sides, and there you go. There you have Mainframe in Teletran 1 form, which this is a cool accessory piece, I do have to say. Is it as cool as the backdrop piece that was included with the Walmart exclusive Siege line? But I mean, as a whole, I mean, it's really cool. I mean, you got your technical readouts of Earth, the Matrix, energy readings, the entirety of the Ark. We got Vector Sigma, the key to Vector Sigma, and various other cool readouts and stuff. And the nice cool thing is, if you got your core class figures all being collected and stuff, these guys are supposed to tie in with it almost perfectly. So that's pretty cool. Granted, of course, I mean, if you just got these guys, I mean, it looks all right, but he looks like a giant in comparison to this computer. So there you got that. Yeah, as you saw, a couple of accessories that he does come included with are the 2 golden discs. Yeah, these are pretty cool, very nicely designed and stuff. This one being the original one that the Predacons stole, and this one being the one that they discovered on prehistoric Earth. And these just store here on the back of Teletran. You got this one goes right down here, and then this one goes right there. And yeah, that's pretty cool. And another And another cool accessory that it comes with is the Teletron satellite, which just if you want to keep it stored, has this post here that'll go on this port here, and you go explore. And so yeah. As a whole, yeah, the Teletran 1 mode is pretty cool on Mainframe here. So yeah, there's not much left else to go but go from here into his robot mode. So let's quick fold up the satellite. I'm gonna bring that with that. Plug back in like so. And what we're gonna do? We're gonna start off by untapping the arms. So, from there, what we're going to do is untab these whole sections here, and what we're going to do is we're going to collapse these little panels into here like so, stretch out his legs, and separate them. From there, we want to rotate the foot so that way it is oriented with this part here facing away from the hollow cavity that is the back of the leg. And from there, we're going to those discs. When I first got them, those discs held in just fine, but over the course of time, they've just kind of gotten loose. We're going to take this panel, fold it in, and take this panel, fold it around, and this will all just kind of lock together and stuff, and there you got a should. Same with this other side. Fold it around, clip it into place, and voila. From there, we're going to turn the waist around, like so. And now with these wing sections here, we're going to fold this one in, and this is the perfect opportunity for me to get those back in and take this other panel and flip this over, and these two tabs will go into these two slots, therefore locking all that into place. From there, we want to pull out the backpack, bring it down, flip up the head, voila, and bring all this down, and that will all kind of lock into place. From there, we want to flip out his hands, close up that panel, flip out his hand, close up that panel, orient everything so everything's all looking nice and proper. And there you go. There you have Mainframe in his robot mode. And I do gotta say, he is actually a pretty cool addition piece to the Ark, I do have to say. Now, getting in close here so we can take a look at the detailing on him. We've got a lot of nice molded detailing, nice translucent orange for his visor piece. He does have light piping, and if I turn that off, you can see it glowing a nice bright orange. That's because he's got a nice little slot. Oop. I'm on camera. Focus on what, there we go. He's got a nice little slot there on the back for that. So yeah, nice detailing there, and just all around. Something's not wanting to tab in right. Give me one quick moment. And he's back. I don't know what happened there. Anyway, yeah, just all around, a lot of nice molded detailing in various different designs. Turn the light on again so that way you can see, buddy. Nope, you can't see it with the light. Okay. There we go. See, he's got a nice white Autobot sign there on his chest. Nice little bit of yellow here. Just kind of continuing down. Yeah. He does have a backpack, which is that command center that you can see. Looks very nice, very cool designs and stuff. Yeah. All around, really cool, very nice. Articulation, head only rotates. It is not technically on a ball joint, but it's loose enough that he can kind of look up and down a little bit. Arms could do a full 360, but the backpack gets in the way. They can go out that far. There is a bicep swivel. They got about a little over or around 90 degrees of bend there. Nothing at the wrist other than just down. He does have a waist swivel, but due to the backpack armatures and stuff, it kind of gets in the way of that. Legs can go forward that far. They can go back that far, but then they get hindered by the backpack. They can go out that far. Thigh rotation, 90 degrees of bend. He does have a swivel at the ankle, and he does have a decent amount of ankle tilt. So yeah, there you go for that. And for the sake of a couple quick size comparisons, here he is next to Voyager class Optimus Prime. A sense of scaling there. Here he is next to Core class Optimus Prime. Just a little guy. Like that. Here he is with Striker Manus. Much shorter than Striker Manus. And last but not least, here he is next to the big guy himself, the Ark. So there you go. So there you go. There you have my review on Titan Class Kingdom the Ark. A very cool, very fun figure. And yeah, he's just big and beefy and chonky and pretty cool. As well as Autobot Mainframe. A really cool couple set of figures. And I love the inspirational cues that they took with the Ark being modeled with at least his face being modeled after the last Autobot. And I didn't mention this when we were taking a closer look at Mainframe, but he's actually based off of one of the Action Masters. So as a whole, this figure really is truly just a true callback for all kinds of fans of the Transformers franchise. He's got a lot of nice playability features, and he's just really cool, very big figure. Should you get him, I would highly recommend it, because obviously any Transformers collection is truly not really complete without some form or iteration of the Ark. So yes, I would definitely say he is worth picking up. And with that being said and being the case, I think that just about does it for this review. If you liked what you saw, please be certain to hit the like button. And if you want to catch more reviews in the future, be certain to subscribe to the channel and check out this video here as well. I will take all the support that I can get from you guys. And so I appreciate you all, and thank you for tuning in to this latest video review. And until next time, fun people, camera fall down!